Okay, so what we have here is a TLD 30 and it's paired up with a T-curve high power Shimano rod, really strong with all the little rollers on there so that we can troll with this. So this is a really good trolling rig. So what happens is when a game fish hits you, you have a scenario where during the time that that fish hits you, there is a lot of tension on the line. So what we want to do is we want to absorb that initial tension. And the way in which we do that on our trolling rigs is we create something very, very simple, which we call the Bimini twist. And the Bimini twist is a good way of doubling up a single layer of mono and then giving it that shock absorbing property. So in other words, you're just gonna double up the line and basically you're going to twist it a few times and you're going to create a double shock absorber that you're then going to clip your leader into, which is going to then feed to your Rapala. So in that moment when that fish hits your Rapala, you have that double action shock. But there's a very specific knot for it, and I'm going to show you how to make it right now. So number one, what you need to see the rod set up right. Okay, now so you give yourself some line, so much so that you can put the line underneath your feet and still have enough line to work with. So call it about there, about a meter. So into that meter I'll take this twist and I'll loop it like 20 times. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
20. Right, so then what I'll do is I'll take that loop and I'll put it between my feet. Okay, one foot over there and the other foot over there. And what this does is it kind of like brings the knot up. You can all see that. It brings those twists up the line. The wider my feet go apart, the higher those twists go. The very, very trick then is to get it as tight as you can. And by that, what I also do is I pick up the slack on the rod so that it's nice and tight. So then I can tension and then roll back on itself these coils as I spread my feet and the tension increases. Now we get to the point where the coils, I don't know if you guys can see this, you get that section where the coils now start to run into this bottom section. And what I do is one overhand knot, to bring it up to where it meets the one line, same overhand on the other side, like that. And then to bring both together, one overhand, overhand there, go. And another. And there you have what's called a Bimini twist. Okay, a Bimini twist, and that knot should not part. It's quite strong. And onto this we can then put a clip-on swivel. Because it's the TLD 30, we're going to put some gear on it So we're gonna take this clip-on swivel.
We're going to put that on. There we go. And that will give us an opportunity to slip in
Our Rapala we've just made up. And the trick about the Rapala is you always go from the bottom of the lip. So from the bottom of the lip, like that.
there, so that
When the Rapala is swimming, you don't have the interference of the back end of the bridge of the swivel, but that it can run nice and freely in that order. And there we go. We've got the Rapala on the end, brand new hooks, clip-on swivels so that we can quickly change colors if we find that a color is working. Then we've got the Bimini twist, which is a double shock absorbing line, and then it comes into the knot there, and then it goes up onto the leader. Very nice, very nice, and that's all rigged up and ready to rumble.
The Bimini twist can easily be reeled in through the eyes. There aren't any swivels or anything over there, so it's an ideal means to control.
There you have how to put on a Bimini twist.